So welcome everyone. It's kind of a gray day here. I know it's probably sunny in Florida, but it's kind of a gray day here. But someone told me just this morning, they emailed me that they woke up to the snow. It's one of their favorite things. So, I mean, some of us like the snow coming down. So just another thing that maybe we have to adapt ourselves to. So I wanted to start today. Brian has written us some words here about lessons from nature. So I wanted to start with that. And then later on, I'm going to read from David Wagner's poem that I usually read in class called Stand Still. So I want to start with this. This is from Brian, though. Lessons from nature. There are many phenomena in nature that embody the principles utilized to live without limits. We can observe inspirational examples throughout the ecosystem. While our minds distinguish us from the rest of the animal kingdom, we can still be motivated by the incredible lessons from nature. Determination. The migration of various species is nothing short of amazing. The vast distances covered illustrate the awesome power of determination. Although the exact methods used for navigation aren't completely understood, without determination, there would be no success. Persistence. Events appearing to be inconsequential in the short term yield extraordinary results when given enough time. Consider raindrops falling on a rocky mountainside. Surely the rock, which took thousands of years to form, would be unaffected by rain. Yet the rock of the Grand Canyon was eroded into the magnificent formation we see today by the relentless action of water. Flexibility. During a storm, what's the difference between the trees that get blown over and those that survive? The surviving trees are often the ones that bend and move in response to the wind. After the storm, the ground is littered with broken trees that were rigid and brittle. Nature is replete with examples of the qualities needed to live without limits. Observe, learn, and apply nature's principles to enrich your own life. There's something soothing about that, right? That it's not just us that have to adapt and find a way to be more flexible and be more persistent. And we can look to nature as an example. So in these trying times, right, just adapting to being kind of confined, being limited in space, the space around us limited. And I know a few people have joked about it. You know, today I'm going to spend my morning in the kitchen, and then I'm going to travel to the living room. You know, make it like an adventurous journey. They're being flexible. They're adapting. They're making the best of what they're dealing with right now. And just like when the trees are flexible to the wind, they're not rigid and they don't break. So our goal is to get through this, is to become more flexible. So our practice, again, everything comes back to our practice, which really teaches us that. So as we close your eyes, I want you to start by just acknowledging how your body feels as you land on your mat. And one of the things that I really find hard to adapt to in my teaching is that I can't see you, and I can't watch you, and I can't kind of notice when I need to maybe give you some advice or correction or help you to modify or come into a better form. So if you've been coming to my classes, I want you to imagine you can hear me telling you to kind of tweak your pose. And imagine that I'm present there, but you're in charge. You're in charge. So in the beginning, we sit and we kind of notice how we find ourselves, how our body feels, how it lands, how all those issues we might be having. I mean, with the stress, even if we're trying to adapt and we're trying to be flexible and we're determined to get through this and we're persistent, there's still stress. And stress, let me just say, stress does not have to be bad. Okay, we can take that stress and we can turn it into something that makes us better in some way. So notice as you close your eyes, as you land your body, where you're feeling your tension, your stress, where in the body are you feeling it? And this is our first step, right? Noticing what's going on and what we're feeling. So we begin with the becoming familiar with our body and how it holds the stress, how it handles the stress or doesn't handle the stress. And then in our practice, we start to explore how we can change that, how we can have an effect on making the body feel a little bit better. And a lot of it happens in our head. A lot of it starts in our head. But our breath is that conduit that brings us our body and our mind and our thoughts and everything to a balanced place. So we start to incorporate the breath into what we're feeling. So as you inhale through the nose, I want you to draw your attention to where you feel the breath fill the body. And if you're not feeling it low by your diaphragm, I want you to take a breath in that's a little fuller and a little bit deeper, so you can have that expansion all the way to the diaphragm. So the diaphragm actually pushes into the belly and creates this change of shape of the belly. And then as you exhale, just think of allowing the breath to gently flow out of the mouth and letting everything go back into place. And it's kind of, it produces this kind of soothing feeling in the body, but it also produces a calming effect in the mind as well. And as we begin our practice, we start to expand the awareness of the body and our movement. And we want to keep our breath. We want to keep our breath, but we also want to keep the idea of where we're feeling that tension, where we're feeling that maybe we have a kink in our neck or our shoulder is bothering us or our hip or our lower back. So a lot of stress goes to the lower back and shoulders. And we want to move. We want to keep moving. We don't want to not move, but we want to move in a mindful way. So we expand our awareness with the breath and move mindfully into the sensations that we're feeling in the body. And our goal is to become a little more acquainted with our body and how we can change how we feel, but also to find a sense of quietness and groundedness in our practice. So let's bring the palms to the heart and separate your hands, palms face each other, and then bring the pads of the fingers to touch. And let there be space. So fingers are spread, pads of the fingers are pressing into each other, and there's this big gap in between. And let the pressure of the pads of the fingers make the elbows point out to each side. Now let your legs land, let the crown of the head lift up, and let your shoulders become heavier, a sense of heaviness in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, keep pressing into the fingers, lift up through the crown of the head. And on the exhale, let the palms come together and let the shoulders be soft and the elbows be soft. And then inhale again, press into the whole hand this time, lifting long through the spine. And exhale, let the shoulders settle, let the hips settle, but keep the crown of the head reaching up. So creating length for the neck and feeling of anchoredness to the shoulders, the elbows, and the hips. And one more time, inhale, full breath in, and exhale. Now, as we inhale again, we're going to separate the hands and open the arms like they're wings. So soft fingers, elbows draw back, and then the back of the hands. Lift the chest, Let the tail lift, let the back arch, and as you exhale, palms to the heart. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, open and expand, and exhale, palms to the heart. And then 1 more time, inhale, let the heart space open, let your chin lift, and exhale, palms to the heart. And we're just going to make the sound of Om once. So close the eyes, take a deep breath in. And we'll open the eyes. So let's come to stand. So I'm hoping everybody has their mat long. So if you remember when if your camera's on, just kind of look at my mat. It's horizontal. And we're going to come to about the middle of the mat and look down at your feet. Bring your toes to the edge of your mat and lift the toes and expand them open. So think of a fan and open the toes. Think of the pinky toe reaching out as far as you can, and then the other toes following suit, but the big toe is going to push in the opposite direction. Now land the toes of one foot and then the other. Now flip your palms open toward me, so the back of the hands are facing the back of the room. Let the tips of the elbows move back just a tiny bit. Soften your fingers. And as you inhale, lift up through the top of the head like there's just string pulling your head up. And let your toes land, let your feet land. And close the eyes for a moment. Think of your belly pushing forward, your tail lifting, arch the back, and then slowly lift the chin, lift the chest, and feel the pull all the way to the belly. And then open the eyes, inhale, reach the arms out to each side, palms up, and slowly inhale them up. Bring the palm lightly touch overhead. Pad to the fingers again. Now exhale, bring that energy down in front of your chest. So pad to the fingers, elbows out to the side. And then inhale, separate the hands, open your arms like they're wings, lift your chin. And then exhale, keep the shoulders back there, but bring the palms together lightly, spread your fingers. Now move your seat back, soften your knees, a little bend. We're not in chair, but it's like we're gonna go into chair. So move your tail back and then let the knees bend. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Start to straighten the legs as the arms come up, palms touch, and then exhale, palms to the heart. Now we're just going to do some more of this movement with the arms and the breath. Inhale, open the arms out, keep the legs straight this time, lift your chin, your chest, and then keep the shoulders back there. Exhale, palms to the heart. Now bend the knees again, move the seat back, move your tail back, and move down a little bit deeper into that squat. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Start to straighten the legs as the palms come to touch overhead. Reach up, and then exhale, palms to the heart. So one more time, inhale, open the arms like they're wings, lift your chin, push your belly forward, or let your back arch, let your shoulder blades come toward each other. Keep the shoulders open, bring the palms to the heart. Now move your seat back, bend the knees, and then inhale, sweep the arms out and up as the hands come to touch overhead, straighten the legs, reach up, and then exhale, palms to the heart. From here, hands on the hips, we're gonna open our feet wide. And I want you to open a little bit wider than you first do when you first step out. So wiggle the feet out a little bit further away. Thumbs on the glutes, fingers on the hip bone. Roll your shoulders. So bring the shoulders forward, lift, and exhale, roll back and down. Inhale, roll forward and up. Exhale, roll back and down. Start to look up. As the shoulders roll back, start to lift your chin and your chest. And then next time the shoulders are back, interlace the fingers behind you and move the hands away from the seat. So there's a space there, you're not touching. Roll the right shoulder back a little bit more, and then the left, and then the right, and then the left. From here, make the bottom of your chin level, so look straight forward. And we're going to start to softly soften the knees, move your tail back tuck your chin, look down, reach the crown of the head forward toward me. Gently come into the back of the toes with some of that weight, and then lift your tail up, and then tucking the chin on the exhale, tuck the chin, let the arms rise up, and let the crown of the head float over the floor. Now release your fingers and reach up through the tips of the fingers. That lets you get a little deeper here. Think of the pinky finger going forward, and the energy through the fingers is really strong. Next breath, come to a flat back. Keep the arms reaching, and then bring the hands on the outside of the legs. Keep looking forward. Snuggle the shoulders back. As you exhale, tuck the chin, slide the hands down the outside of each leg to the ankle bone, and tuck the chin, and just kind of shake your head out. Now let your fingertips come to the floor in front of your mat, and then move your head forward over those fingers, so spider fingers. Now tuck the chin, bend the elbows, and lower the head a little bit lower toward the floor. Maybe the palms land. Now inhale, come on to the tips of the fingers, lengthen, crown of the head toward me, seat up, exhale, bend the elbows, land the palms. So the hands are on the floor in front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, feel the flow of the movement with the breath. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Now bring your hands back onto the mat, and think about bringing your hands to the top of your feet. Elbows point out to each side, tuck the chin. Now some of you might have your hands on your ankles or your shins. Some of you might have your hands right on your toes. Be where you need to be. 1 more breath. Lift the tail up. Let your crown of the head float over the mat. Just turn your head from side to side. Now next inhale, hands in the center of the mat. Come to a flat back. Hands on the hips, tuck the chin, come up. Roll the shoulders forward and up. Bring your hands behind 1 more time, clasp, open the chest, push the hips forward, lift the chin, then the chest. Now inhale, release the arms up, palms come to touch, exhale, palms to the heart. We're gonna toe heel the feet in. So I want you to turn to the right. Now you should be at the length of you should have the length of your mat. We're gonna step that right foot forward and bring a little bend in that right knee, and lift your left foot and send it back into a lunge. Now from here, bring your hands to your hips. So both hips are facing forward, and try and even out the lower back. So don't have your right hip hanging down, your left hip up in the air. Kind of arrange the hips so the back is level. Now think about reaching through the back heel, that left heel, really strongly, and push your left knee forward a little bit, and feel my hand there pushing into your knee. Now bring your hands behind, interlace. Now move your hands away from your seat. Draw the knuckles back toward that back heel. Lift your chin, lift your chest, open your heart, move the hands and the arms. There's a lot of energy there. Press into the front, that right big toe, and all the rest of the toes land as you do that. Push your knee into my hand. Draw the shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades come together. Now release your hands out to the side. Now thumbs are going to rise up first. Bring the arms up. Straighten that right leg. And then exhale. Turn your palms open. Exhale. Drive the elbows down. Keep your heart space open. Bend the front knee. Inhale. Turn the palms toward each other. Stretch the arms and the front leg. Right leg. Left heel is reaching strongly. Turn your palms open and exhale. Drive the elbows down. So it's like we're making a W. Keep your chest open. Inhale, palms toward each other. Straighten the front leg. Reach up through the fingers and the arms. Keep your body long, and then turn the palms open. Exhale. Drive those elbows down and draw them back a little bit. Now bring your hands together again. Interlace. Feel the openness of your heart. Now we're coming into warrior one. So that front big toe, press it down, push your knee into my hand, reach to the left heel. Inhale, arms up wide. Lift your chin. Feel the openness of your heart. So if you need to, wider arms, think of pushing belly, chest, and chin forward and up. Gaze is up. One more breath here. Heavy shoulders. Let go of those shoulders. Now inhale, open the arms wide, anchor your left foot. Come into warrior two. Now we'll think about reaching through the fingers. Give it a check. The arms are about level. So look back and forth to your fingers. And then look to the front knee. Make sure it's not turning in. Push your knee into my hand. Roll to the outer edge of your back foot. Now we're going to flip the palms up. Feel how that opens your back shoulder a little bit. Now inhale, straighten that front leg, right leg, bring the arms up. When the palms come to touch, keep reaching. A lot of energy, reach up. Now separate the hands, palms turn away from each other. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, palms up, reach up, palms come together. Keep reaching, keep length, and then exhale, press away. Don't let your toes lift. Inhale, rise up. Good, keep that front leg straight. Exhale, arms out to the side. Now think about that left hand. Thumb is on the glute. Draw your elbow back. Look to your left shoulder. Snuggle it away. And then look to your front hand. Look to the right hand. So palm open toward me. Now reach your fingers away on that right hand and let your hip move to the left. Now think of the outer edge of your foot taking that weight, outer edge of the left foot. Now bring the hand on the inside of the leg. Now use the back of the hand on the leg to rotate so that left elbow draws back, the shoulder opens, and you look toward that shoulder. Now look upward a little bit as you slide that right arm down the inside of the leg. Now bring your left hand to your shoulder, the elbow, draw it back. Now maybe lift your arm up, come into triangle. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Find your toes again, pads of the toes. So here you can be looking off to the side, or you can be looking up at your thumb. First thing I want you to notice is those shoulders, draw them away from the ears, reach up through the top hand, reach down through the bottom. Deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, bring your hand back to your hip, left hand. Extend that right arm out again, palm up. Start to rise up, bring the arm over the head, look upward under that arm. Now exhale, bend that right elbow, bend that right knee, rest your forearm on your thigh and draw that left elbow back again, shoulder back, look to your back shoulder. And then inhale, reach that left hand forward and up. When it reaches the top, turn the palm, exhale, send it around behind your back. Now inhale, reach that left arm forward and up, it's long. Turn the palm, exhale, look behind, bring that hand behind your back. One more time, inhale, reach and extend, flip that palm, exhale, look back. From here, go back to your warrior two. From here, look to the right hand. Now bring your left arm forward, left hip, lift your left heel. Come back to warrior one. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Exhale, hands on the shins, stretch your back. Now from here, we're going to soften the knees, drop your tail. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Now let's turn forward again. Come to the wide legs, come back to wide legs. Bring your hands behind, interlace. Snuggle your shoulders, push your hips forward, lift your chin, lift your chest. Drape the shoulders over the back. Find the back of the toes. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Bring the palms to touch, keep reaching up. As you exhale, palms to the heart. Now hands on the hips again. So thumbs are on the glutes, fingers drape the hip bone. Now think of the left toes turning open, right heel angling. And if you need to, step that back foot forward a little bit. Now lift your back heel, lift your right heel. Bend that left knee, push your left knee into my hand. Now readjust your hip. So the left hip is probably a little higher. So push it down. Let the right hip become more even with it. And if you need to, wiggle the back foot back a little bit or forward a little bit. And if you need to, anchor your foot. So if you're not stable, let that right foot be connected. Now we're going to flip our palms open and then look up. Now reach the arms back, interlace, and drive the knuckles toward that back heel. So the front knee, you're pushing into my hand. I'm supporting it. The back heel, you're reaching toward the mat. Your knuckles are reaching toward that back heel. Your chin and chest are lifted. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now feel the pads of the toes of the front foot, especially that big toe, and then that pinky toe. All the rest will fall into place. One more breath here. Now we're going to release the arms. Inhale. Start to straighten that left leg. Bring the arms up. Reach up so you're really strong. A lot of energy everywhere. Exhale. Turn the palms open. Drive the elbows down as you bend the front knee. Now palms toward each other. Inhale. Stretch the front leg. Left leg. Reach up through the arms. Turn the palms open. Exhale. Drive the elbows maybe a little back toward the back of the room. Now inhale, palms toward each other. Stretch and reach. Turn your palms open. Exhale. Drive those elbows back. From here, arms up, warrior one. So think of the openness of your heart space. Really connect to the front foot. Reach through the fingers. Let the shoulders be heavy. Now, and the next inhale, expand the arms wide, anchor that right foot. Angle the foot so the hip is angled forward. Check out your arms. They're about level here. Look to your front knee. If it's turning in, make it center. If it's turning out, bring it back to the center. Push your front knee into my hand. Find the outer edge of your back foot. Now palms up. Inhale. Straighten the left leg. Bring the arms up. Palms touch. Keep reaching. A lot of energy through the feet and the legs. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Arms reach up. Palms touch. A lot of energy. Exhale. Warrior two. One more time. Inhale. Reach up. Now keep that left leg straight. Bring your right hand to the hip and extend the left arm straight out. So your right thumb is on your glute and your fingers are draping your hip bone. Snuggle the elbow back, shoulder back. Reach through the fingers of the left hand. So bring the whole body forward toward the thumb of that left hand at an angle and keep reaching. So your hip moves to the right a little bit and feel your toes. Don't clench them. Feel them pressing. Now bring the back of that left hand on the inside of the leg. Use it. Push into the leg and the hand. Rotate the right elbow back. Look forward. Look toward me. And then look to your back shoulder. So the elbow rolls back. The shoulder opens a little bit more. And then looking straight forward again. Maybe reach to the crown of the head at an angle. Slide your hand, that left hand arm down the back, the inside of that left leg. Now bring your hand to your shoulder, right hand. Draw your elbow back and then lift the arm up. Palm facing me, fingers spread. You can look off to the side, upward, or even down. I think down makes me a little dizzy. If you look off to the side or upward, if your neck hurts, look to the side. Deep breath in, reach to the top hand, reach to the bottom hand. So create the energy, create the breath, feel the ground. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath here. Now bring your hand back to your hip, and as you inhale, bend that left knee, rest your left forearm, draw your right elbow back, look back at your shoulder. Inhale, extend energy through the right fingers, reaching forward and up. Exhale, turn the palm and wrap the arm on the back. Inhale, reach through the fingers, long arm, reach up, turn the palm, exhale, look back as you wrap the arm. One more time, inhale, reach, lift, flip that palm, look back. From here, I want you to straighten the front leg, extend that left arm, palm up, reach it up and over the head. Look up underneath the arm. Relax your shoulders, spread those toes, reach to the fingers, wrap that back arm. Deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, exhale back to warrior two. Now, relax your shoulders for a moment. Drive the pinky fingers back. Now think about it. We're going to bend the right elbow. Inhale that right arm forward. Lift your back heel. Bring your right hip forward. Come back to warrior one. Sink into the hips. Open the heart space. Back to warrior one. Deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, look forward, land your hands, and then step that right foot forward. Hands on the shins, stretch it out. Tuck the chin, roll up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Come back forward, wide legs. So go back to wide-legged stance. Hands on the thumbs on the glutes. Fingers on the hip bone, that wing bone. Lift your shoulders, draw them back and down. Draw them forward, lift, draw back and down. Here's your opportunity to get a little wider. So we've been preparing ourselves to get wider. So find the feet, find the toes, find the ball of the foot, find the heel, inner and outer edges of your feet. And keep rolling those shoulders. Lift and roll them back. Now bring your hands behind, interlace, and let your knuckles get heavy as they reach toward the floor. Move your hands away from the seat, lift your chin. Pull the shoulders down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel your heart space open and lift it. Feel your mind a little quieter, following the breath. One more breath. Now bring the hands behind the thighs this time. Pads of the fingers, look forward. Start to subtly shift your seat back. And then look down and reach the crown of the head forward. So looking straight down at the floor. Bring the hands, slide them on the outside of the legs. And see how far you can get now. Maybe you reach the ankle bone. Now bring your fingers to the mat. Inhale, long spine. And walk your hands out onto the floor. Move forward a little bit. Even out the weight in those feet. Exhale, palms down, tuck the chin. Inhale, pads of the fingers, create length. Exhale, softly fold. Inhale, pads of the fingers, spread those toes. Exhale, bend those elbows, land the palms. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now bring your hands back onto the mat. We're going to turn our fingers so that they're facing the back of the room and land your palm. So the edge of my palm is about in line with my toes. And then turn the other hand, fingers facing the back of the room. Now look in between your arms and your legs here. Now start to look forward. Lift your gaze, your chin, and it's a very small movement. You're not going to lift high. Press into those hands. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now turn your fingers forward, and we're going to toe heel the feet in. And keep your hands on the floor. Come as about hip width, fingertips on the floor. So if you need to, move your seat back and down. So don't move your knees forward. Move your tail back so your knees drop. From here, hands on the shins. Create a long back. So legs are straight. Think of the weight coming into the toes. Lift the tail up. Reach the crown of the head toward me. Snuggle the shoulders back. Now release the arms long behind you. Palms face each other. Reach to the fingers and look forward. Now drop your tail down. Bend your knees. Inhale, press, reach the arms forward and up. Press into the feet. Rise up. Bring the hands together, interlace, press the palms up to the ceiling. Now get really long here. Relax your shoulders. As we inhale, we're going to press the palms up. As we exhale, we're going to press the hands to the right, look to the left, push your hip to the left. Look underneath that left arm. Now inhale, come back up long, press up, exhale. Press to the right, look to the left. And then come back up. Now let your arms just come down beside you. Close your eyes. Flip your palms open. Soften your fingers. Come into mountain for a moment. Let the legs just dissolve. All the effort, let it just dissolve into the feet. And let the mat and the floor take all your effort. Let your fingers be soft. Let your mind be soft. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath here. Now, as we open your eyes, we're going to turn to the right again. We're going to step that right foot forward, left foot back. So hand on the thigh, bend your right knee, wiggle the toes of that left foot back. Bend your left knee, sink your pelvis, bring your hand close to your hip, lift your chest. So bottom of the chin level with the mat. Now inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Bring the palms to touch, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. And as we exhale, sink, bend that back knee. So as the palms reach up, the hips drop. Draw the arms back by the ears, and then turn the palms toward the head and separate the arms into warrior one. So we're a little wider. Arms are wider so we can relax our shoulders. Now drive your thumbs back, pinkies up, push, lift your chest, your chin, look up. Really bend that left knee, sink it down. We're not touching the mat, but we're bending it. So our pelvis can drop a little bit lower. Now inhale, keep that front knee bent, stretch the back leg, bring the arms behind, bring your chest and chin forward. We're lifted, but we're looking up, but we're at a long angled line. And then look down at your foot, land your hands. From here, bring your palms to the mat and bring that right foot back, come into down dog. So adjust your hands, adjust your feet. So let's get our hands wide at the edge of the mat, each side of the mat, and our feet are hip width, bicycle the legs. First thing I want you to notice is your shoulders. Don't let them be pushing toward the ears. Draw them away from the ears. Bicycle strongly. Engage the belly. Think of, as you exhale, the belly draws in, belly button into the spine. As you inhale, it softens. Now start to think about reaching both heels. Now bend both knees, lift your tail, drop your head just a little bit. Then reach your heels. As you inhale, come forward to your plank. So strong plank, hug those elbows in, look forward, reach your heels, engage the belly. As you exhale, lightly drop the knees, keep the toes tucked, slowly press the seat to the heels. Keep the toes tucked. As you inhale, come back up onto the knees, looking forward and up. Bring your chest forward of the arms, flat on the top of the toes. Lift your chest and chin, feel it all the way to the belly. So just like we feel the breath of the belly, we feel the stretch to the belly. As you exhale, press your tail back to those heels. Keep your toes flat. Drop the ears below the arms. As you inhale, rise back up, come forward and lift your chest and chin again. Now lift the knees off the floor, press the top of the feet into the floor, but really strong, elbows hugging in, shoulder, not lifting by the ears, pressing down. Now drop your knees one more time, press your seat back to the heels, and then slide your hands beside your seat. So we're sitting on our heels. If that's too uncomfortable, you can put a block, books, a pillow, anything underneath. So let's lift the arms up, reach the arms up. Now I want you to think about driving your thumbs back, chest forward and up. Now we're going to start with that left hand. So turn your palm and bring the hand behind you. And then maybe you're going to press into the hand, lift your hips and drive the right arm back as you lift your hips. Look up, lift your tail. And then bring your tail down first, bring the left arm up in the air. The other side, so drive the thumbs back, pinky fingers up, turn the right hand, look behind, land it, and then open the left shoulder, maybe press into that right hand, lift your hips or just keep the hips down and look up. And then land your seat. Inhale, the arms up. From here, both hands behind. So maybe it's just the tips of the fingers, or maybe it's the pads of the hands. So how much space do you have? So first roll your shoulders, rolling forward and lift and open. And then walk your hands, maybe the pads of the fingers move away a little bit. Then pads of the fingers press, you start to lift the hips. So keep the chin tucked, lift your hips, and then start to lift the chin, maybe the chest, maybe open the shoulders. Deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, look forward again, drop your seat, bring your hands beside your knees, keep your seat touching, walk one hand forward, then the other. Pads of the fingers, walking, try and keep your tail pressing, bring the palms down, maybe forearms, maybe the head. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So be in child's pose for a breath. This breath in, this breath out. One more breath. Now as you come up, hands and knees. Now if your knees bother you, you can fold your mat. You can put a blanket underneath them. Walk your hands so your shoulders are over your wrists. Look at your knees. Make sure your thighs are straight. Look back so you can't see your toes. The whole foot is flat. Now press down through the hands. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Look forward. Start to lift your tail. Let the belly hang. Create the arch in the back. So we're really strong with the arms here. Look up. As you exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, and round the back. Round it. So we're engaged with the upper back. Top of the feet pressing. Inhale. Arch and look forward and up. Hug those elbows in to center. Exhale. Tuck and round. Inhale. Arch and look up. Exhale. Tuck and round. When you come back to the flat back, we're going to start with that left leg. So first find the flat back. So that doesn't mean your shoulders. Don't let your shoulders your chest sag and your shoulders reach up. I want you to press into the hands, press into those shoulders, a lot of energy. The upper back is strong. Now press into the top of the right foot and that right leg. Lift the left leg, flex the foot, open the left knee out, and then press the foot away. Bring the knee in, and then open the knee and press the foot away. So circles with the hip. Inhale, bring the knee in, and flat, open and flex. The foot stays flexed the whole time. One more time. Inhale the knee in, open the leg out, and stretch, and come back to the ground, toes flat. Same thing on the other side. So as you lift that right knee, the foot flexes, and we open the knee, and the foot and the knee and the ankle are in alignment. Keep that left arm strong. Press the leg long, and then bend the knee. Bring it back in. Open and press it out. Circles with that hip. Inhale, come in, open and press, and come back in. One more time. Open and press, and come back in. Land that leg. Now, position yourself again. Shoulders over wrist, thighs straight, toes pressing. Look forward. We're going to start by lifting that right leg, flexing the foot, stretching the leg. Now lift up through the heel. Now adjust your arms. Your arms are strong. No, your elbows are not bending. Turn that hip in. Land the left foot, press into it. Really strongly flex and lift. Spread the toes even. And then release the left hand. Thumb up, reach. Now start to point the right toes and reach to the left fingers. Now bend your elbow and your knee. Lightly bring them in, touching, and then extend out. Inhale, bring them in, extend out. One more time. Knee and elbow, extend out. Now land your hand and that leg. Shake your hips. Shake your hips. Find your position again. Roll the elbows in, press the palms, engage the upper back, engage the belly, press into the top of the feet, We're going to do the other side. So left leg, lift and flex, stretch. Turn the hip toward the mat so our back is square and flat. Lift your heel, look forward. Press into the top of the right foot. Start to extend the right arm, thumbs up, look to your thumb. Reach and extend. Now point your left toes. Reach and extend. From here, bend the elbow and the knee, bring them to center and touch. Extend out. Bend and touch. Extend out. One more time. Extend out. Now drop your hand and your knee. Now from here, I want you to lift both feet. You're on your knees. Roll to the right side with the feet. Land them. Now look over your right shoulder. See if you can look towards your toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So the toes are on the floor. Get a little twist here. Keep your arms strong. Now inhale, come back with the feet on the floor. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale, tuck them round. Inhale, arch the back, keep your arms strong. Exhale, tuck them round. Come back to a flat back. Now inhale, lift your feet. Bring the feet to the floor on the left side. Look over your left shoulder. So keep the arms strong. Take a peek at your toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, feet back onto the mat. Press your seat to the heels. Slide your hands beside you. Bring your hands on your thighs. Big shoulder rolls. From here, we're going to come to sit. So swing yourself around. Stretch your legs out. Rock one hip back and then the other. So we're going to do some forward folding, but I want you to prepare your body. So fold from your hip crease forward and lift one hip, move the leg and the hip back, and then the other. And then come to hip width, flex your feet, bring your hands beside you, stack your shoulders, close your eyes, bottom of the chin level with the lap. Think about lightly pressing down through the hands, a little bend in the elbow, lift up to the crown of the head, heaviness of the shoulders, engage the belly, feel your glutes, reach your heels strongly. Now open your eyes, inhale, interlace your fingers, step for the pointers, lift the arms up at the ears, reach up, look up, reach a little bit more. Now keep the arms here, move forward from the belly, let the arms be at an angle of the back, flex your feet, look to the feet, inhale, come up, we're not moving far, exhale, move forward, so the arms are not moving, they're moving forward because the back is moving, inhale, we're folding at the hip crease, come to the angled back. One more time, inhale, lift, exhale, come forward. Now stay here at this angle. Inhale, reach to the tips of the fingers. Exhale, start to point the arms and the fingers straight ahead. Inhale, come back to the angle. We're not going straight. Exhale, move forward from the hip crease, point past the toes. Inhale, come back at the angle, reach and extend. Exhale, come forward. Now release the arms, reach to the fingers, pulse, reach. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, reach. And then land your fingers where they're comfortable. So maybe you're at your toes, maybe you're at your ankles, maybe you're at your shins. So there's effort, but the shoulders are soft. The elbows are soft. The crown of the head still reaching. Lift your chin. Deep breath in, deep breath out. This breath in, this breath out. One more breath here. Now hands to the legs, slide the shoulders on top of the back. So from here, I want you to bring your hands behind your right leg, bend your knee, and then grab your ankle and step your foot down. Now wrap your right arm around that leg, make it tall, and bring your heel as close to you as you can. There's a space of a block between your foot and that other leg. Flex the toes of the left foot. Now just hand on that right knee, hand on the ankle, step the right foot over the left, bring both hands to the knee, lean back, square your shoulders, and hug the thigh. From here, hook your left arm into that knee. And see if you can pull the elbow forward just a little bit. So right hand on that elbow, pull it so your shoulder starts to come forward. Now take your right hand, reach the palm behind you, bring the hand close to the back. Now press into your right foot. I really flex that left foot. Land your right foot though. Hug the thigh to the chest and turn your chin toward that right shoulder. You should feel a little pull in your hip. If you're not feeling the pull, your knee is opening out or your foot's not connected. So foot is pressing, big toe especially, knee is tall. There's space to move from the waist, from the thoracic spine, from the upper shoulder, the head. If your neck bothers you, look forward. The twist is happening at the waist. The neck doesn't have to be involved. One more breath. From here, as you come forward, right hand on the knee, left hand grabs the foot. Now we're going to let the knee open. So we're crossing the leg over top of that left thigh, but we're not on the knee. The foot is flexed. My left hand supporting the flexed foot. My right hand supporting my knee. Now, if there's any movement in the knee that feels a little quirky, you change the angle, you lift the knee. If your knee is fine, you might take the back of the right arm and press down on the inside of that leg and lift up nice and tall. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So right now my back is straight, crown of the head's reaching up. If I'm still okay, I might grab my knee again and move forward from the hip crease very slowly. So it's the hip crease is our easy flow forward and the back comes to an angle. If I'm still okay, I might take that right arm and reach it long and maybe grab the toes of that left foot. If I'm still okay, I might take that left hand and grab the toes as well. So left hand on the right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath. From here, I'm going to bring my hand to the foot and the knee. I'm going to come up tall. I'm going to step my foot down. I'm going to slide my right leg long. I'm going to rock my hips back again. See if I can find more of an angle from that hip crease where the belly might be maybe even brushing the thigh. And then come up tall, hands beside to create a long spine. Lift up to the top of the head, really flex and reach those heels. And as I open my eyes, I'm going to bend my left knee. So hands behind the left thigh, pulling the foot in. Hand on the knee and the ankle, pull it in closer. Maybe lift my left hip and move it forward to square it off. And then I'm going to lift and cross over that right leg. So I want my toes pressing, especially the big toe. I want my knee tall. So I have to lean back and let that knee become straighter. And then I want my arm to hook. And then the left hand grabs that right elbow and I start to rotate. I'm going to really reach through that right heel and land the toes of the left foot. From here, my left hand goes behind, close to the body, and I can rotate from the waist, the spine, the shoulder. And if my neck bothers me, I can look forward or off to the side. Press down through that left hand, lift up through the crown of the head, hug the thigh and the leg in, anchor the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. One more breath. As I bring that left hand forward, I'm going to grab my knee and the flexed foot. I'm crossing over, so not on the ankle bone. I'm keeping my leg crossed over that right thigh. I'm going to just notice my knee here. So kind of cupping the knee with your hand, lift your shoulders and come up tall. If there's any kind of quirky sensation in the knee, because sometimes it's not pain, sometimes you feel this like movement that doesn't feel, that feels like something's wrong, then you're going to back away and you can let your knee lift a little bit. You can create a softer angle. If you're okay, so we kind of check in, right? We don't progress until we have the permission of the body. And it doesn't mean we're going to back away. It just means we're going to re-angle and we're going to lean, come in with a different angle of the leg. So if you're okay, I want you to think about maybe bringing the back of the hand on the inside of that left knee. So left hand on the inside of the left knee, push down, lift up. If you're still okay, move forward from the hip crease. So I'm still supporting the flexed foot. I want my ankle to be okay. And then maybe if I'm still okay, I'm going to reach my left arm. And I'm still flexing that right foot. Maybe my fingers will grab for the big toe. If I'm still okay, I can reach the right arm and maybe grab that left hand or the toes and lift your chin. So the stretch happens when I lift my chin and my chest and I flex. Deep breath in, smile. Everybody smile. I want to see everybody smile. Come on, Donna. Come on, Aaron. Come on, Patty. Smile. I know, Patty, you're making noise. Smile. I hear your noise, Patty. Smile. And then from here, we're going to grab the foot and the knee, and we're going to stretch the leg out. From here, we're going to come onto the full length of our mat. Bring our feet to the floor. So make 2 triangles, feet to the floor, and walk your heels in just a little bit. Then bring your hands to the mat, a little behind your seat. Press down through the hands, lift the seat, move it back towards your hands. Now you should have a nice triangle with each leg here. Toes pressing. So if your toes aren't pressing, move your heels back. From here, engage the belly, bring the hands behind the thighs and look up. So I'm not right on my tailbone. So I'm not way back here on my tailbone because that hurts. I'm on my glutes, but I'm at an angle. And my shoulders are stacked. I'm engaging my belly. I'm pressing my toes. There's a lot of energy in the legs and the feet, even in my arms here. My whole body's engaged. And then from here, I'm going to just float my arms up. Extend through the fingers, spread the fingers. So energy in the arms, the fingers, and think of lifting. So energy rising, deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, I'm going to bring my hands behind the thighs again. I'm going to engage that belly again. So from here, you might decide to bring your legs together so you can lift and push into the legs. A little closer to the tail, but I'm not touching my tail. Maybe flexing the feet. If you have a block, a nice thing to do here, if you have a block or something to put between your thighs, is to put it between your thighs and lift here. So think of flexing and reaching through the crown of the head at this angle. Engage the belly, maybe lift the arms up again. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then bring the hands behind, land the feet again. So separate your feet again. If you have that block or anything between your legs, separate your feet again. We'll put it to the side. Come back a little higher on the seat, on the glutes. Move back a little bit to create an angle. Anchor the shoulders, engage the belly. Extend the arms out. Maybe lift the feet just for a moment. And then bring the hands behind the thighs, pull in, and then reach out again. And then pull in. And then reach out one more time, and then pull in. From here, look back on your mat. Make sure you have space. You're going to bring the hands behind the thighs. Curl. Come onto the toes. Curl. And roll down. Bring the thighs in. Keep your hips lifted. Keep your tail lifted. Hug the thighs in. Wrap the arms. Grab the opposite elbow. Rock a little side to side. Bring the head down. Bring the hands to the knees. Keep rocking. Place the feet down. Let your arms open out. Palms up. Find your breath. Close your eyes. Take a full breath in. Full cleansing breath in. And let it go. Full cleansing breath in. And let it go. One more time. Full cleansing breath in. And let it go. So this poem was written by David Wagner. And it was said to be advice given to the Indian boy who was becoming a man, and he was sent out into the woods to spend the night alone in the woods. So here we've been sent to our homes to spend time in our homes without leaving them. So it creates all these feelings in us. So this was what the advice that the Indians gave to the young man. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger. You must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen, it answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. Take a full deep breath in and let it go. Full deep breath in and let it go. Start to hug the knees in, roll onto either side, and gently push yourself up to sit. And we'll come to a cross-legged, and Brian's going to turn the sound on. I want us to make the sound of Om together. So come to a seat, comfortable seat. Let your hands either rest on the thighs or palms